Welcome back, everyone, to Dice Station Zebra. I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Rob.
And we are back with another sealed game event wrap-up. We went to our release event of Disney Plus at our local store today, and we pulled some figures and played some games, so we thought we'd tell you about how that went.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we got.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you want me to start?
Sure.
Okay,
You got the super awesome pull.
We're just looking at the teams we built.
That's right.
So, the super awesome thing that I pulled was Spider-Man.
Yes, super
This
rare
guy.
Spider-Man.
And he comes with the Cloak of Levitation, and you can start with that equipped for free.
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
Which is good because I made a 295-point team, and that was the 5.
Yeah.
300 points.
Cool. And that's the second one of those you opened because you opened one for me on stream.
Right.
Right, when you opened my boosters from pre-release.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so then I had a bunch of decisions to make. I could have had theme if I went was it 260 points or something?
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I wanted to get more points. So I broke theme and I went with this because I was going to go with Avengers theme. So I ended up with Scarlet Witch, who is pretty cool. Baron Zemo, of course, a subject of one of our feature figure videos.
Yep.
And I got the 2 Halloween Spooktacular figures, Pietro Maximoff and Vision.
Yep.
And, of course, we used Breakdance and Batroc over here.
Yep.
And that was my team.
Cool.
How about yourself?
I got 2 kind of good pulls. So the first one's I pulled Super Rare Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Which is good because he has the opportunity to start with the Super Soldier Serum for 5 points.
Right.
And then I pulled the non-prime, was it Sharon Carter? Right? And she comes with the Super Soldier Serum.
Yeah.
So I got lucky in that way that I pulled the Super Soldier Serum and the Winter Soldier in 2 different boosters. The non-prime Sharon Carter is not super good.
I thought you had actually pulled the other.
Yeah, the prime one would
Sharon
have been
Carter,
better. I just realized I missed one of my cards here.
Which was awesome because I had to play against that one when she was equipped with the Super
Yeah.
Soldier Serum, and it was deadly. But you didn't get the good one,
No.
unfortunately, not this time.
But it worked out because I could equip it to
I
could equip it to my good friend the Winter Soldier here. Although my rolls were, spoiler alert, horrible today.
Yeah.
I did not have the greatest rolls. I only hit willpower once. I only hit leadership twice. It was not the best day for me for rolls. But anyway, so I played the Winter Soldier equipped with the Super Soldier Serum. I had Post-Apocalyptic Black Widow. I had Darcy and Tyler. No, that's Skinny Steve.
Yeah.
And then I have Jimmy Woo and Tyler Hayward, and then I filled things out with the uncommon T'Challa Star-Lord. So
That T'Challa is really good.
yeah, that was my 300-point team. So how did your games go, Rob?
Well, we played together. Our first game was together. I just
Yeah.
want to make a note. I pulled 2 Darcys. I got
Yeah.
one Darcy in each booster, and I was like, I don't want to play Darcy, but if I have to, you know what? But she's good. She has Perplex and Outwit on her first click, right?
Yeah.
So she's a good support piece.
My other 3 figures, because I played everything except for 3, was the Sharon Carter that we already talked about, and then 2 common Monica Rambos.
So on game 1, so my strategy I went in with, I said, you know what? I've got Baron Zemo. He can taxi 2. He's going to taxi Batroc and Pietro because they both have. He's got hypersonic and Batroc's got charge. So I wanted them to be onto the map and within charging distance. Hopefully, Scarlet Witch was my ranged attacker because she's got energy explosion.
Yep.
And I paired her up with Vision, so that Vision could come in and do some outwitting and stuff like that, and get in close and do some close combat stuff because he's got close combat expert on his first click.
Yep.
And I believe he also has exploit weakness. I'm just checking the card. Yes, he does. So that was pretty good. And I just had Spider-Man off by himself, just sort of tooting around the map with his Cloak of Levitation, which grants him flight, sidestep, and plasticity.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that was pretty good. I came at you with my team.
Yeah, we played our first game against each other.
We played on the Castle Hideout map.
Yeah, and it was a really good game. It was super close.
It was close. I think I took only 95?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And I took a few points from you.
You took 30.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't a blowout.
I KO'd Batroc.
But this guy, I think, was the star, your T'Challa.
Yeah.
Because he's got Pulse Wave with an attack of 12, right?
Yeah.
So I was scared of him.
Yeah. And the great thing about Pulse Wave is that characters within range can't use powers or abilities, so that means no Mystic Steam ability. It means no shape change, no anything. So that was pretty cool.
But I got lucky because my rolls were good, and I think you had forgotten about my energy explosion,
Yeah, I did.
and I was able to like blow some people up with that. So yeah, that was our first game.
Yeah.
And how did your second game go?
Well, my second game, I played against a team that was the player was having a bit of a rough time in his first game, and it was pretty close. We were actually only 5 points different. He had 5 points more than me until the last action. In the last action, he took out Skinny Steve. So he took an extra 15 points. So there was 20 points between us. So it was really close.
Okay.
You know, like I said at the top, my leadership and willpower rolls weren't firing.
Yeah.
I was having a lot of trouble with that. My attack rolls were really poor, and that's when my curse of high attack figures with cool abilities started to roll in.
Yeah.
In that my 12 attack Pulse Wave T'Challa Star-Lord started rolling 3s and 4s.
That's what happens sometimes.
That only gives you 15s and 16s, and that doesn't hit a whole heck of a lot of people.
No.
But it was still a really fun game.
Yeah. And neither of us had prob.
No, I had no
'Cause we
prob.
had no
There was no theme, and I had no prob. So, what about your second game, Rob?
My second game went extremely well. I had to face off against a Sylvie, and there was a Ravana for prob, I think, and there was a few Lokis on the map. There was some tricky stuff, but I got in and I got some luck happening. The good thing about this Pietro Maximoff is that on his first click, he's got hypersonic speed. And when Pietro Maximoff uses it, after resolutions roll a d6, and on a result of 4 through 6, give an action token to each opposing character he moved adjacent to during this action, or the action. So this was amazing. And what I did was, once I got Pietro Maximoff sort of in the center of the map, I would just move him around, and I would make sure he got adjacent to as many opposing figures as he could. And then I would stop and make my attack, and then roll for my breakaway and try to get away. I was tokening like characters like crazy.
Yeah.
So it went off really well for me in the second game.
Cool.
So that is a really good Pietro Maximoff. It was very good. And then I was able to get Scarlet Witch in to do some energy explosions. Spider-Man came in and did some clobbering and some quaking. It was good. So it was my best game. I ended up taking like 250 points or something.
Nice.
So it went really well. What about? You talked about your second game already.
Yeah, the person I was playing against had a Sylvie as well.
Yeah.
With the mind control, and then she can target someone adjacent with mind control after the action.
It's a good piece.
It's a good piece. There was an Agnes that generates the Senior Scratchy. There was a couple of other. I think there was another same vision as this one, and a couple of other pieces there. So, it was a good team. The Pulse Wave did help though, because it made me get around the shape change.
Because I had played Sylvie before, I knew what she could do, so I made it a priority. Get rid of Sylvie.
Yeah.
Was the key to my second game.
Yeah.
What about your third game?
So my third game was when everything fell apart.
Okay.
So I made like 2 leadership rolls maybe in the entire game, and the first thing I did with my good friend, T'Challa Star-Lord here, was I perplexed up his attack with my good friend Jimmy Woo.
Right.
To 13. 13.
13.
13, Rob.
Can't miss with a 13, can you?
Can't miss with 13. Can you can miss with a 13. So I proved it multiple times. I had him up there. He was pulse waving, and he could not hit for beans. I think I only ever hit with pulse wave once in that game.
Right.
I didn't take any points from my opponent. My opponent took, I can't remember how much it was, probably around 100 and something points from me. They KO'd some of the lower point stuff. Skinny Steve was a target. Jimmy Woo and Darcy were off the map. And I mean, they're good support pieces. Like Jimmy's got Perplex, and Darcy has the Outwit Perplex that we talked about. Tyler's got this cool ability that if someone adjacent to him, if he rolls leadership, he can give a power action. He can take a power action to move someone else half their speed value, which was pretty cool. And if they're sword, they can make an attack after that. So these 3 were sword, so I could have done that with these 2, but their attacks aren't very good as I knock the camera. And anyway, and then the super soldier serum, right? So The Winter Soldier has willpower, so it gives willpower, and if you already have willpower, it gives you +1 to your willpower rolls. Can I tell you, I only made 1 willpower roll in the entire afternoon. 1. I only had to roll a 4.
Brutal.
So anyway, but I'm not complaining. It sounds like I'm complaining. I had a really good time.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I had a lot of fun. The person I played my 3rd game against is the same person you played your 2nd game against.
Yeah.
So you've already talked about that team.
Yeah.
So let me turn it back to you, and you can talk about your 3rd game.
My 3rd game, I got completely destroyed because I had to go up against a Loki Frost Giant Chase.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that piece is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the giant willpower, colossal willpower.
Yeah.
It has giant reach 2, of course. If it's based with opposing characters, when you clear tokens, you can only clear 1.
Oh,
you
wow.
can't clear both your tokens. And when it hits, it gives tokens.
Yeah.
It's
and
nasty.
That team also had a Miss Minutes on it.
She had a Miss Minutes on there, and Miss Minutes was probbing and all kinds of things.
I love Miss Minutes.
It was, yeah, I got destroyed. I think she took my entire team. Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, but it was good. We had fun.
Yeah.
So it was good. We had some laughs. And yeah, some of these pieces are really good. One of the things about Spider-Man as well, which I'll show, is that he has super senses on a 4, 5, 6. So that's that was really annoying to my opponents.
Yeah.
I just wanted to note that as well.
Yeah.
So
let me tell you a little bit about how Winter Soldier should be.
okay. Tell us about Winter Soldier.
So Winter Soldier, he starts with a Super Soldier Serum if you have it, which I did, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's traded Close Combat Expert, Super Senses, and Willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's traded. I remembered the Super Senses, I remembered the Willpower, but a couple of times, especially early, I forgot about the Close Combat Expert. He also has Running Shot and Stealth on his special movement. And he has Charge, but only if he occupies hindering terrain. And all the maps that I had hindering terrain on them, so I was able to hide him into some stealth and then charge out of it. Or, sorry, not stealth, because he doesn't have it. Into
when you and I played, he was in hindering,
Yeah.
and I charged him, and I knocked him back.
Yeah.
I put him out of hindering. So anyway,
so that was good. And then he's got the team player, so you can do stuff with that. So in one of my games, I put Guardians on there because T'Challa Star-Lord has Guardians, and that way the opponent couldn't perplex him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Natasha's pretty good too. Post-apocalyptic Black Widow. Mm-hmm. She's got Stealth and Steel Energy traded, but again, even with the 11 attack, I just couldn't hit today.
Yeah.
It was just not my day.
The only way I was able to get your Black Widow was because I charged in with Spider-Man, and I based her, and I was basically, you had someone beside her, and I was quaking them. Yeah. So that went off for me. That was good. Yeah, and she's neat. Her dial starts with like a rangey type dial, and then it turns into a closey type dial. So, yeah, it just didn't work out my way. But that's okay. I had a lot of fun. These are good pieces. I was really happy to pull the Winter Soldier. I was happy to pull the Super Soldier Serum. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing more sealed games in our sealed game series, which will start coming out soon. Yep, absolutely. And that was our event. It was. All right. So viewers, let us know what you thought in the comments below. And if you were at a sealed event, let us know how it went. Let us know what good polls you got and how your games went and all that stuff. And also, while you're there, you can hit the like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate that. And you can reach out to us in the following places. We have a Gmail address. You can find us at our Facebook page. And we have a Discord now that you can come and hang out with us and chat about anything you want. And rules discussions and team builds and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Yep. You can find us at our Twitter addresses and Instagram. And you can find Jocelyn at her Etsy shop where she has handcrafted sewn items. I do. Purchase as gifts or for yourself. And you can also find us on Twitch, but I put the wrong end page on our video. Oh, that's all right. So twitch.tv/dicestationzebra. Yep, we're over on Twitch too, where we play live games occasionally. Yep. All right. Well, that's all for now. We will be back soon with some sealed game series. Yep. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye for now. Bye.